tell you to rotate the device.
Right. So is it on? It's on.
Yeah, it's on.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to night number 2 of The Power of Good Health. I'm like I am because I'm not presenting tonight. Sous chef. Okay. Sister Woodard is actually on docket tonight. And listen, got some wonderful friends at Capital City. And just grateful for you all coming in. Let's have a word of prayer. Let her do some demonstrations tonight. Eternal God, Heavenly Father, thank you for night 2 of The Power of God. We're praying that each of us understands what our body has been genetically engineered to receive. And when we do that, we live fuller lives, we live healthier lives. We are able to do what you ask us to do. And in the end, it's all about serving the Lord with gladness. So Lord, we thank you tonight. Thank you for Sister Woodard being here. Thank you for what she's going to demonstrate. Thank you for the food that we're about to eat, for the nourishment of our bodies, that we'll do better work for thee. Lord, we thank you in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you all for coming. And yes, I'm doing a demonstration tonight. Many of you who know Dr. Woodard and myself, we were vegan. And we were vegan for a good reason. So we accomplished what we needed to accomplish while we were vegan, and that's get him back to health. But we ran upon this book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. So most diets out there, the reason they work for some people and don't work for others is because the diet works for somebody's blood type and you're not the right blood type. So this diet, this book, this particular book has sold over 10 million copies. It works. It's not a fad. It doesn't go away and come back and all of that kind of thing, because you're eating according to your blood type and according to your gut biome. So what we found out all this time we were going vegan, he was blood type A. I'm O positive, and he doesn't need animal protein, but I do. But what we can't have is potatoes, rice, flour, and the beat goes on. But I won't get into all of that right now. But what I want to do tonight is I want to make, I'll call it Dr. Woodard's chicken, since he can't have chicken. I take these oyster mushrooms, I do almond milk or whatever kind of plant-based milk I have, mix it with cage-free eggs that are not genetically modified. That's why they brown, because they're genetically modified. And these chickens are running around. They're not in a factory cooped up and together with disease and all that kind of thing. So they cost a little more, but it's worth it. So these are oyster mushrooms. And for some reason, when you fry them up, they taste just like chicken. Okay? I do not use flour anymore, so that's white flour, that's unbleached flour. If it's flour, it's from wheat, and wheat is not good for blood type A or O. So we avoid it at all costs. So I have here, from all these, this is your best deal on almond flour. Almond flour is expensive. So it's like $5 something for this bag. But it lasts you a good while. So I put this almond flour over here in this pan. The reason I want to fry your mushrooms up first is so that Dr. Woodard can do his thing. Fried basmati brown rice. So this, what I need you to do is start chopping up some of the vegetables. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we put celery in the rice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little carrot, a little onion, parsley. Is this parsley? Or is it cilantro? Give me that other bag. Oh, here. This is parsley. That's cilantro. Put that over there. So carrots, cilantro, red onion. So carrots, parsley, red onion.
Okay.
Question.
Yes, yes.
For those people that are allergic to nuts, what other kind of flour would you use?
Coconut flour is good for frying.
Okay, but that's a nut, and she cannot eat nuts.
She can't eat nuts at all. Wow. I don't know. I know I can't do the wheat. I can do almonds, so I do the almond flour. You also have quinoa flour that people use a lot. I don't know about it for frying. There are other flours, but all of them aren't good for frying. Almond flour is. Pardon me?
We need to purchase almond flour.
Oh, I get my almond flour from Aldi, because you get the most bang for your buck. If you go to Meijer, it's gonna cost you $6-7 for a bag like this. But Aldi, whole nother thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this almond flour in here, just enough, not a whole lot. And then I'm gonna add some seasonings. So I'll add I've got some iodized sea salt. I get iodized salt because I need the iodine because my thyroid does not function. I was radioactively knocked out when I was 12 years of age. So I've been on levothyroxine and Synthroid pretty much all my life. And you can tell when I ain't been taking pills every year. You check in. I'm like, you know what? No, it's you today. It's not the medicine. It ain't the medicine. It's you, bro. But when I'm a little cranky, it's like, you take your medicine. I'm like, no, I took my medicine. It is you.
So what are the seasonings?
Okay, so I've got Tabitha Brown, no salt, like sweet, like smoky. You can season your almond flour any way you want it. Okay? I've got, I don't know too much. I love this, and I went to the store to get some more honey. Somebody else loved it too. This is all gone. I get it at Burlington Coke Factory. Roasted garlic, rosemary, sea salt. It's a favorite of his too. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in here too. In my flour. And then, I do what is called layer seasoning. So I'm seasoning my flour, but I'm also gonna season my wet batter. So I do the wet batter, which is the free range eggs and some almond milk, and then your dry batter, okay? So just a little bit of salt and the wet batter. Uh-oh. You do, I need you. Okay, and what I do is I take these. Now this would be a big piece of chicken. That would be a big piece of chicken. And then you have others that are somewhat smaller, but still, you know. So this is, and I think the reason they call them oyster mushrooms is because of the way they're shaped. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, slide this over this way.
I think I've had enough, man.
Yeah, well, no. Work it out. Okay, so all I do is I dip those oyster mushrooms. I'm tossing this almond flour around to mix up the seasonings. I dip it in there, put it in here, shake it around. Like that. I'm gonna just grab quite a few of them. And you always wanna get that excess so that your flour doesn't become too moist, and then you can't use it anymore. It won't adhere to the rest of the stuff. And that may be a chicken breast. Big mushroom. Big mushroom. Okay, I'm gonna toss that around in there. I like to use pans like this to toss it around because it keeps your hands from getting messy.
Sister, what oil you said you was using again?
Oil.
This is grapeseed.
Grapeseed, okay. I'll be using that too.
This is grapeseed oil.
And it don't burn as fast.
So now wait,
Smoke.
do my oil too long. Turn this stuff off.
It can tolerate a lot of later.
I gotta heat that.
Really good for me is olive oil, but she's not. That's
No, no.
neutral like grapeseed.
It's neutral for me, and olive oil, certain olive oils you can deep fry, and others you can't because they become carcinogenic.
Grapeseed,
They become
you
cancerous
can,
if you heat them up.
it don't smoke.
What's that?
The grapeseed has a lot of tolerance, it don't smoke as.
Well, I used to cook with coconut oil a lot, but come to find out you can't have it.
We can't eat coconut.
Neither one of us can. So I bathe in it. It's amazing for your skin. Oh, I ain't playing.
No.
So what I do is I put the solid organic coconut under the hot water and it melts in the water. And as you're bathing, your skin is getting coated with that coconut oil. So when you get out, you just pat dry yourself and you got this amazing glow. You don't have to rebreathe. It's just like,
Got that moisture, huh?
yeah, while your body's warm and your pores are open, it helps moisture to stay. I want to get some bigger pieces, so we're going to open up another one.
Nobody first told me.
These at Maya. All these does not have oyster mushrooms. They just don't. Now look at that one. They come in so many different shapes. That could be a drumstick. They could be. So, it's definitely a journey when you change your lifestyle. We thought we were on a journey, and then we changed. And I kind of was concerned about, when I was going vegan. And my problem was I probably wasn't eating often enough. When you're just eating plants, you have to eat more often so that you don't get tired and you don't get exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm now making him snacks for when he's on the road so that he's not tired and exhausted. I mean, even with the snacks, he sometimes he's still drinking.
Yeah, don't know.
But,
Energy depletes.
yeah, I'm gonna do this. That's a nice size. Yes, go right ahead.
Now, are all mushrooms alike? I know some mushrooms, like those stuffed mushrooms that they make, fried mushrooms that can be fried. They're not like that.
No.
The portobello?
Portobello's are
Yeah,
not
no.
good for frying.
No, you got a myriad of mushrooms. Portobello, shiitake, oyster, that's just right off the top of my head, and if you look in the book, you got a lot. And like shiitake mushrooms, I'm not supposed to eat, but
Me neither.
yeah.
No shiitake for me.
Yeah, so different ones, and remember, okay, so though we're eating, mushrooms are fungi.
Yeah.
And that changes the game when you think about where they come from, because your body may or may not be able to tolerate that.
Well, you gotta check your blood type. And if you look at the book, some mushrooms A can eat and O can eat. And then there's some mushrooms I can eat that he can't eat, he can eat.
So you've really got to do your homework before
Honey.
you do this.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna tell you what, if you keep that book close by, like I showed last night, I go by
It's his
that book,
Bible.
and after a while, you get it down. Yeah, I can have that, can't have that. I can do this, I can't do that.
I mean,
Rice,
we get comfortable.
yeah, rice, if I eat rice because of the glycemic index, my eye just goes nuts. So there's,
Which is why we eat brown basmati rice. Now, white basmati rice, the glycemic index for white basmati rice is not like jasmine rice and all the other rices. They're very starchy. Basmati rice is not starchy. Brown basmati rice is even less starchy, and it's excellent for frying. It takes longer to cook, and here's the thing. Anything that takes longer to cook is probably not processed. Period. Things that are processed don't take long to cook. It don't take long to cook. So it takes 40 minutes for this rice to cook. 40 minutes with the lid off, 10 more minutes with the lid on. So when I make a batch, I make a lot. And I put it in the fridge. Yes, I do, because that's really the only rice that he eats. He loves it with black beans. Now, I was supposed to have black beans. You know what I did? I left the broccoli in the fridge.
okay, that's right.
I Okay. All right, let's see if we can get the front end here. Is this ready? Yes, it is. Now, I want y'all to smell this. It smells just like chicken.
Can we turn that just so?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was, okay,
Is that better?
thank you.
What you see?
I was sitting there.
But hello.
Okay, we're looking at her.
Is it good?
Yeah, we're gonna see some Woodard.
I'll just be the cameraman.
No, I was pointing towards her.
Good.
But it's delayed.
Yes,
Mine's
it's a
delayed.
delay.
It sounds like chicken, it smells like chicken, and guess what, y'all, it tastes like chicken.
Let me tell you what, if you've never had oyster mushrooms, when you taste them, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
When I gave him, okay, so even when we were vegan, I couldn't get this man to eat the mushroom. I was killing him. He says, no, I'm not doing no mushroom. So when he found out, hey, you can't have it, you got a different bag now. And he said, so I made him, I just made it, and I let him taste it. He said, wow. He said, it does taste like chicken. I said, there you go. So now, you know, every once and again during the week, he's like, we got the oyster mushrooms. I'm like, how'd you get you some? The one thing I like about cooking non-meat items is you don't take them. Which is why I did, I roasted a butterfly lamb leg. And it's already cooked over there, and I'm just gonna slice it so y'all can taste it. I roasted it with fresh rosemary and garlic. So I sear it, and then I put it in the oven, and I just let it bake until it gets tender. I have turned into Miss Lamb. Since I found out I was blood type, I just eat lamb. I love ground lamb. I know how to make lamb loaf, like meatloaf. Oh, it's amazing. Lamb loaf, yes.
So what do you use to get some of the gaminess out of the lamb?
Is it gamey? If it's gamey, I like it. But you know, I was born in Texas. I was raised in the South. I probably ate some stuff I didn't even know. Like coon. Mama said, we ain't coon, rabbit.
Yeah.
I said, wow, did you feed me that? But anyway.
I'd like to answer his question
Yes.
regarding the gaminess in lamb. I soak mine in baking soda and vinegar.
Can't use it. I'm an A, so we can't use it.
No, I didn't say eat it.
Right.
It's soaking to draw
I
that.
can soak it?
Yeah, to draw that
Like a
gaminess
brine.
You just
out.
can't eat.
So can I substitute lemon juice then? 'Cause
Now, that I don't know.
You can, because it's acidic, but it's a good acidic. But vinegar's fine, if you just soak it. I use vinegar to clean my vegetables, vinegar and baking soda. It bubbles all of the whatever's on there away. And then I rinse it thoroughly, and then I'm done with it.
Right.
And it also firms up the skin of your vegetables and your fruits. Okay, let me turn these. Thank you. Mother Cummings. Okay, let me turn these pieces of chicken.
So what are you cooking now?
I'm cooking, oyster mushrooms. Oyster mushrooms breaded in almond flour, and it tastes just like chicken. He loves it. In fact, I wasn't gonna do these. He said, are you doing the mushrooms? I said, wow, I wasn't. He said, I think you should do those mushrooms. Let him taste it. I'm like, okay. Are you gonna make me bring it out of the pan and all?
Pull that out.
Okay, I think it's order this.
And what kind of oil are you using?
Grapeseed.
Okay.
Also, Simply Nature, organic from Aldi. Aldi, the almond flour, Aldi. My agave nectar, Aldi. All these. My basmati brown rice, all these. Yeah, so all the, that's my first go-to. And then I go to all the others, Meyer, Kroger, and all these first. So, you know what I want to do? This is not gonna be like I'm gonna cook the whole meal and then y'all eat. Y'all gonna eat as I come. So, what I want to do.
What we got? Your plates and stuff?
We're gonna use these pretty white plates, Mommy. It's just a few. We'll use the white ones. Mommy. Okay. And I don't know that. I like mine extra crispy, extra brown. I don't know about anybody else. Okay. Did you look at it? It's good. What you say, Mommy? Make mine brown.
This one, carrots. Yeah, because it gets the one eye closer.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my sous chef. My taster. He'll tell you, he be trying to do whatever he's doing in his office, and I keep running in there, taste it. And if it's good, he just gives me a fist bump. And if it's not good, he'll say, I'm like, okay, it's not good. You go doctor on it. If it's really good, he'll say, put that on the bread. Okay, I think that's nice and brown. Now, one thing about mushrooms, they're a little chewy, but they taste delicious.
Those aren't bad.
What you say that?
Those aren't bad.
Okay. I'm gonna let that one continue to fry. Some more now. Okay, I need. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just focusing in on mirroring what y'all are. You want mushroom? Who all on?
Well, look, anybody who wants to try it, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's you guys first.
Okay, that's what I thought you would say. So they come in different sizes. I think they call them oyster mushrooms just because of the shape of them.
One egg.
I used 2, and then about half a cup of almond milk. And added a little salt to the wet batter. Get the excess out. Throw it in. I just want y'all to taste it. It tastes, I mean.
Will I be able to find this later on YouTube?
Yes, I'm live now on my channel.
Yeah, and it does come up. As a matter of fact, it comes up in the feed. I saw last night's in the feed. I saw it there. I didn't watch it. But it should come up in your feed.
Oh, that was nice and brown. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
We bring pink or not?
No. We did not. Pastor Brooks, how you doing?
Hey, there he is. Bless this house.
Bless this food.
Bless the food.
Did you smell it coming in?
I did. That's how I knew where you were.
My second oldest son, when he would come home from college, he said, you know you home. When you hit that driveway, you open that car door, and you smell some fried chicken outside. He said, you know you're home, mama. It's like, boy, you're a mess. He said, I'm not doing it. That's how you know you're home. You smell like food. Okay, that's everything then.
Yeah, you know what, I started, I didn't want to overpower the business. I think I've got
That's,
enough with that.
I think that's, well, we're not using all that. And then you've got your no soy sauce, you've got turmeric, and I think you got enough of this.
Hey, you guys know that turmeric is a very strong, matter of fact, it and milk thistle are the two strongest antioxidants that you literally have probably
And you can overdo it.
in your cabinet. And so literally, a little bit of turmeric, take care of it. When the macula's getting a little foggy, whatnot, sprinkle a little bit on some green tea, warm green tea, drink it down, clear it up. I've become an expert at trying to clear my eye past 75 days.
Maybe.
So you can put it on just about anything, or you can put it on everything?
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what, the turmeric doesn't taste, so literally, put it on a, I like putting it in a liquid, because you know, you just kind of drink that up. So I use a tea, I might end up using, I've got what is called super berry power blast. It's got blackberry, cranberries, blueberries, and raspberry. And I don't know if you've seen that mix. That stuff is absolutely awesome. But all that vitamin C, very good for the eyes. So literally she'll buy 3 or 4 bottles of it because I'll come in and I'll drink a little bit of it, you know, a couple times a day just to keep the eye clear. And I'm learning a lot that, you know, if you go, if I went to the retinal specialist that I went to a few months ago when I first developed the problem, he probably wouldn't believe how far I've come to where I was, because I was kind of a little nutcase when I first saw him.
You don't want no shot now.
You're right. And I was like,
No, that's right.
I'm going to figure out, you can shoot me with that $5,000 shot, or I can figure out how to do this. And I've gone from very limited vision to 90-95% vision by changing my diet.
Yeah.
Everything I do, I told you last night, is I eat according to my eye. My eye will tell me if it's good for me or not. Because if it's good, it clears. If it's not, and there's some good stuff that'll cloud over and hang there for hours, I won't touch it again. Like that rice I was, you know, with the high glycemic index. Rice will cause my eye to go fuzzy for 6-7 hours. And it's like, nah, I'm not doing that again.
We were with the grandbabies. Well, when I cook at their house, they're not on my diet, so they love cream rice. I got their mother hooked on it. She was little, now they're hooked on it. So it's jasmine rice, and I add a little almond milk to it and some plant-based butter and sugar, and they eat it up. So he had come over. They were sitting there eating that cream rice. He said, "Let's talk about real taste of that rice." He tasted that rice. His eye immediately clouded over. And I said, "You should have done that." He said, "It was good." He said, "But I got to do something. I need to go get some turmeric or something." But yeah, so, okay, that was.
So I have turmeric, but evidently I don't use it.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I took that glove off and showed you, by the way, anybody know what this is? That's fennel. Here's the thing about fennel.
Tell them about fennel.
If you don't have fennel in your house, you need to go out and get it. Here's why. There are 25 vitamins, nutrients, and minerals in this one vegetable.
And not in the green part, you know.
It's in the white, it's in the bulb here. And what you do, you talk about manganese, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, keep going down the list. Copper, whatnot, all in here. Consequently, this has become now a staple in my diet. Instead of taking a vitamin pill, take a little bit of fennel. Do it daily, throw it in a smoothie, whatnot. You get all the vitamins, minerals, essentials that you need. Essential means you can't eat it, or you don't produce it, you gotta eat it. They're all in here. This is a wonder vegetable.
What I do with this is I thin slice the bulb and I'll put it with some baked cod. And then I'll garnish it with the green part, but the strength is in this right here.
Yeah.
And, at one point I was juicing it
That was
with
what-
pineapple, yeah. That was clearing his eye, that was clearing his eye right there.
Like I said, I didn't realize how sensitive the eye was. I mean, if you don't ever have an eye problem, now my red was good, my macula is good, my fovea is good. The problem is I have what are called branch chain arteries in my eye because of the central retinal vein occlusion. So, remember I was telling you guys about the DHEA last night? Here's the thing about DHEA, which is a precursor to testosterone, estrogen, whatnot, is I'll take that little 25 milligram tablet. 15 minutes later, eye clear. What does that tell you? What it does to the optic nerve, it relaxes the optic nerve. It relaxes the optic vein. Consequently, it clears. Now, had to do a whole lot of stuff, a whole lot of research about what I needed for my eye. Okay, this wasn't just something that I had been taught. So literally, and when I found this, you throw this in a smoothie, a few minutes later, it's like, clear.
It's, I mean, you can't put it in a smoothie, the texture of it is a little tough. I personally wouldn't put it in a smoothie. I'd rather juice it.
Well, that's what I meant, juicing.
Now, what you're gonna find out tonight is I would chop it up like celery and put it in tuna. Make tuna, put that fill in the celery, and put it in your tuna, it's delicious.
Yeah. So, and like I said, you can look it up for yourself. But fennel, you can't beat it. There's not another vegetable around that has as much as this has in it.
It says
What's that? You know what?
Licorice, it has a little licorice flavor to it.
Yeah.
Kind of between licorice and celery.
It won't bite you on anything that you put it in. You know how you kind of like, oh, what is it?
Now,
No.
French people, they use it.
I'm gonna tell you, look it up and just look at the list. The list looks like a mile long of all the stuff that's in it. And you go, why haven't we done it? Because our parents weren't doing it. They weren't cooking with this stuff.
No.
Yes.
it says it's in the carrot family.
Yes. You know
Carrots
what?
are
Watch,
amazing for
because of
your
the bulb and the roots and whatnot, you see how I would call it a cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these carrots right here, these are organic rainbow carrots, so more color, the better they are. They're matchstick rainbow carrots and amazing for your eyes.
Anytime you can get multiple colors in anything.
Right.
Now, if you know anything about the eye loves really dark fruits, dark vegetables. All that stuff is really, really good for the eye. So if you just think about colors, go for those darker colors if you're trying to do something for the eye. All these folks getting Naminavizumab in their eye, those shots that are kind of like that, all those UMAB shots, those 4,000 or 5,000 a month. Yeah, that's when you want the quick fix. But if you can figure it out, don't need to get the shot, you can learn how to take care of some things. I do think at some point or another, my retinal vein is going to open up, because I don't even know what caused it. But I know that when I went to bed on February 15th, I could see. When I got up on February 16th, I could not see out of my right eye.
I want y'all to know, I was dealing with something when the brother could not see. I was like, Lord, give it back. Was he about to drive me nuts? Okay, y'all.
But it's been a real journey. And now, you can, yeah, I get that yin yang, don't even worry about it, you just kinda keep moving. All right, so did you give it?
Yeah, I have enough for everybody to get one.
Here, okay, so I can move on to the next thing.
You
Give
gonna
me,
serve it up?
yes, give me some John,
Okay, I think I'm out of
or just give me, what do you got?
the glove. Put the glove on.
Okay, let me get a new one, let me get a new one.
Okay, what I need to do is clean this out just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down to the kitchenette.
All right, so, literally, put it on a plate, everybody can say 1, 2, 3.
I wish I had a sauce, but I don't.
If you've never had,
I've never had it.
if you've never had pink, pink is an awesome sauce. Oh, you know what, let me get a bit. What's that?
Put them on the plate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, you did?
I don't need it, but I'll take it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it away. Don't throw your
I'm gonna throw it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ray.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Who didn't get one?
I didn't, you need like 3 more.
Okay, she's gonna make some, take these two and I'll make some more. Where did she go?
Yeah, she took the 3.
Hey, you need a couple more, you need to fry up some more, let me do that.
Okay.
We can share.
Did
Did you give each? I thought I had 12.
You might need to fire out the whole thing.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Did everybody get a fork?
That was a teaser.
Okay. Here.
Green, need
Go
four.
back in here.
I'll get it.
I cleaned it because I thought you were gonna give it.
That was good. It probably would have been real good with the salt.
Mr. Smith.
Okay, so,
Yeah, I think, we better add another egg and some more almond milk. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's better than I thought it would be.
Girl, we was in the same boat now. We were like, wait a minute. Well, I was convinced before you was, for real. Yeah, and then add on one in there, teenage whip it up with one before.
And deep fry.
where's it?
Yeah.
It's
a mushroom.
Almond milk, a pinch of salt. So, I mean, it worked for us, when you craving that fried chicken.
That's good.
It's like, I'm gonna go get some oyster mushrooms. I'm finna do it. And when we were vegan, when we were craving fried food, it was always potato we ran to. But what I found out is that we shouldn't be eating potatoes. And especially me, because I'm eating meat. And you know how people say, I can't digest meat? Well, no, you can't if you got a baked potato right beside you. And most times when we get that steak, that baked potato sitting right there. And what that does is prevent you from digesting what you really should be able to digest. No,
Can I see it before you put it in there? What it look like?
the mushroom? Sure. Hold it up there. They're called oyster mushrooms because I think they're shaped like oysters.
Oh, thank you.
And so just make sure you drip as much of that on.
Oh,
And I think I'm on the side. The browns, like sweet rice.
that was good.
Here, let me toss it. There's flour.
You did like feed it.
Oh, yeah. No. You know, that's gotta be like a.
Oh,
Put it in there. Okay. We gotta turn this thing on. put it in there and do like this.
Gotcha.
So next time you don't do it. What you said? No. Girl, please. Girl, no. You gonna do the whole containers? Yeah, it's got to do
Might as well, you didn't expect to take that home.
So y'all like it?
Yeah.
Loved
Does it
it,
taste like chicken?
loved it.
I'm glad.
I feel neglected, I ain't getting none of that pig sauce.
The pig sauce, you know, he loves pig sauce. I try to avoid all condiments with white distilled vinegar because we need to stay away from corn. And for those of you who may not know, white distilled vinegar is made from corn. Did y'all know?
I didn't know.
And Heinz and the corn people got a thing going on because every condiment Heinz makes has white distilled vinegar. It's almost always number 2 in the ingredients. And white distilled vinegar comes from corn. Corn is not good for your gut, by the way.
So what about the apple?
Corn ain't good for no blood type. What I say.
What about the apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar is not corn vinegar. But you know, I kind of, if it has apple cider in it, I'm okay. But sure, it's apple cider. Because sometimes you see cider vinegar and the apple ain't there. Yeah, that ain't the same thing.
Play on words.
They're trying to get you. They're trying to get you. What you doing there?
But I can't have no vinegar.
Let's see if it's ready. Yeah, it's got to hit just a little bit more. I'll put it in time, trying to make it go faster. You good? All right, then we'll fry the rice.
So Pastor, I know we both age. Do you sip a wine every now and then?
Yes, you do.
I do.
Red
Matter of
wine.
fact, right before I came.
Stop! You did. And then drove? No.
I'm not lying. I needed to clear that eye, so there was 3 ounces of red wine.
Red wine is like turmeric, clears it up
It
even.
clears it immediately. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm on camera, oh gosh.
They got you, boo.
Hey, Jesus, baby.
It'll be another 3 ounces before I go to bed tonight. Hey, because it clears the
What's
eye.
so funny to me is this guy, I couldn't even get him to drink wine. He was
And I started with my
He looked at me
eyes.
like I was a heathen. I'm we're not lunch club. We drink like once every 2 months maybe, but he wouldn't even do that. But when he started clearing up his eye, all of a sudden he was like,
Everybody got eye problems.
okay.
I am trying to clear up my macular problem.
This is medicinal.
You start wondering, what's God saying? If you're gonna get drunk, you're gonna be wide awake. You're gonna be
If
able
you're
to
gonna be
see.
drunk, you need to see. You need to be able to see.
But you know, it's almost the same reason why Jesus said it was okay to drink wine, because
For the stomach.
the stomach.
Well, he said stomach ache. I say.
And point of order, the wine back there is not the wine.
So, that, it's all recent. It's all recent.
Ooh. You think that glove is going, that glove is going through heat?
You know what it was?
What?
It was that right eye going towards that
Stop.
side.
I ain't
No,
forgot
but, hey, you think I'm kidding? I went to the right eye and I had to go. Yeah.
I ain't forgot what you said Sunday when you was on the movement. You said, I thought I seen a shadow. You said you seen a shadow.
Listen, man, I was talking to the shadow. I'm not lying. I thought it was a dog. I was like, hey.
What's so funny?
I'm not lying.
As he came in the apartment and he told me, and I was like, Lord, give her this sight, Jesus.
All right, so this morning, I saw the 2 geese. But, you know, the fog was so thick going towards Kokomo. So this was north of Westfield, or right at north of Westfield, by the high school there. We were 4 alongside each other, and 2 geese walked out. So 2 cars went like this, I went like this. The car right beside us took those 2 geese out. I said, even with one eye, I saw the geese.
I saw. You didn't say that.
Remember that time Sam changed his mind? He was running across the street and then he changed his mind and came back.
So when you're drinking wine for your eye, is there a difference between the white wine and the red wine?
White doesn't work for the eye,
It's gotta be
red does.
Yeah.
Dark colors.
The red oxidizes. The red is a strong oxidizer. And what the problem is when you get that fuzz across there, most people because of the macula. In my case, because of the branch chain arteries, you need that oxidizing agent, like the red wine, and it will just slowly dissipate. And I'll watch it move from my nose to my periphery.
He's standing right there in the kitchen.
I actually
Wait for it to work.
right. I have been charting everything, what it does, what it doesn't. So when I talk to Ryan, I'm like, yeah, no, that doesn't work. This works.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. The one thing I found though, of one of my buddies at the school, he happens to be a chiropractor. He said, listen, have you ever tried DHEA? I said, no, I've never tried it. He said, try it. He said, it'll relax the optic nerve, or the optic vein and artery. I said, you know what? I've done forgotten about its properties. And I said, I'm gonna go home and try it. When I went home and tried it, and it cleared
We had to get off.
in 10 minutes, I was like, listen, I'm taking DHEA every day, 25 milligrams.
We got the one for men and women.
Yeah, now, women shouldn't have 50 milligrams. If I need a second dose, I'll take a second dose at night, but I will clear my eye. Now, before I go to bed at night, it'll be clear. The problem is when I lay down, those branch chains will leak. So when I get up in the morning, it will be dark. See, that's what I'm fighting all day. Because when you go, and matter of fact, I'm using 3-pillow, it's called 3-pillow orthopnea right now. I'm sitting up there only because I really want to keep my head above the rest of my body as much as
Mommy, you
possible.
come and get some more,
Okay, so literally, everything I'm doing now is just to try to see what I need to do to change that eye. So I get up in the morning, I'll get up at 5 a.m. It takes me about an hour and a half for the eye to clear so I can drive down the road, be safe. But by the time I do that, eat every 2.5 hours, put something on my stomach, so because you got to do that. Otherwise, the eye will get cloudy.
Is that parsley that you're using?
what's that?
Is that parsley that you're cutting up, or is that oregano? What are you cutting up?
This is the parsley, and I just did some fennel. And this is gonna be for the tuna boats.
Can you store the,
Huh?
Can you store the fennel once you cut it up? Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
store it?
Mhm.
Bag it and store it?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, you want to store it, you want to use all of it. It can,
I juice
that
it.
ball's like $7 or $8.
I saute it with onions and garlic and put it in my black bean soup with carrots. You find different ways to use it and
But
incorporate it.
you use it, it will
It's
do
best in
well.
it's best in its raw state, and that's with any vegetable.
I was getting ready to ask you.
Yeah,
how does it do?
any vegetable, after you cook it,
Loses its property.
yeah, after it gets up over 102 degrees, you kind of kill it.
Yeah.
So, it's, for every meal you have, you need to be eating some raw. You eat your vegetables, but eat some raw vegetables. Eat some raw ones. Okay, that looks good. So I also put Fuji apple. Anybody want an apple, you come up here and get one. I ain't playing, if you want an apple. These have already been washed. I'm telling you what, prepping is key to eating well. If it's not prepped, I know this man, I have to prep, because if he's hungry and it ain't prepped, it's whatever's available. It's been that way since we first got married. He would come in the kitchen, he would come in the kitchen from work, and he would say, how long is that gonna be? And I said, oh, about an hour. You go in the cabinet, get that peanut butter and jelly and that bread. And he says, call me when it's ready. But yeah, when he's hungry, it's something better be ready. And I think that's men in general. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah, we know what dinner time is.
It's like, I remember when we were younger, we were growing up, we wanted to ask my daddy for something, and then my mother would say to us, your timing is wrong. We're like, what do you mean, Mama? She said, first of all, he had a long day. Second of all, he ain't ate. She said, I guarantee you the answer gonna be no. She was dead on it. It was a no. If you got daddy coming in that door, it's like no. But, you know, if you waited till he got himself together, had some dinner, he was a different fellow. So Fuji apple, fennel, fresh parsley. In this tuna salad. For the tuna boats. It's gonna be delicious. Y'all gonna love it. Tuna is neutral for us. Right there? Neutral. Is it neutral for me or neutral for you?
Yeah. Not that I have the book memorized, but it's close.
Yeah.
I just know that if it's not beneficial, I don't eat it.
Apple, anybody allergic
No,
to
if it's not in my
walnuts?
beneficial category, I do not
Is
eat it.
anybody allergic to walnuts? You, no? Nobody's allergic? Okay. Walnuts go in. Hey, Elvis. How you doing?
Now, how many of you know that walnuts are the #1 nut for the eye?
Thank the mom. Nothing.
Because of the autophagy. Autophagy means that the retinal cells will cleanse themselves and replenish themselves because of the walnuts. So if you get an eye problem, go to the walnuts.
We need red onion. Tuna ain't tuna without no red onion.
So the red onion helps the eye too.
Oh, red onion is
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, that fungal properties for onions is really huge.
All onions.
And you think that wouldn't help? Oh, absolutely it doesn't. Helps a lot. So I put onions in everything because it helps me out.
Is it just red or yellow, white?
Red,
Red
it
is,
really is the
the
red
ones
one.
with the color is always the best.
Right.
But all onions are very good for you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, even there, I have a breakdown for A's. We will talk about the different kinds of onions. Yellow onion, white onion, red onion. Red onion by far for A's is the best.
Okay, this is the tuna that's now gonna go in.
That's a lot of tuna.
That's a lot of tuna.
Wait till you taste the tuna boats.
Used to.
Yeah, they're just about, you like the little brown, right? So do I. I
She
think,
said, are they ready yet?
look at this, look
Now
at this.
typically I will
What do
use,
you think about that?
oh, that's good. That's nice and crispy.
that-
This is, Hellman's,
That's that
plant-based. Okay, yes, it's vegan. It's got a little vinegar in it. We've been using what is called lemonades, but you have to order on Amazon. So it doesn't use vinegar, it uses fresh lemon. That stuff is
I'm
amazing.
gonna tell you what, lemonades is the way to go.
But
Oh, my
it
God.
wasn't gonna get here in time, so we're gonna break code. We're gonna break code, but we still vegan, we still healthier than the rest.
Now, literally, and you guys all know this, you probably know it by just stance. To eat right,
That's about,
live right, takes a little more grocery money than normal.
Yeah.
Cheap stuff is cheap stuff. Good stuff is really good. That fennel ball, I don't know what you paid, but it's like $7, $8. I know.
no, it's $2.99.
Oh, it's $2.99?
And like,
What?
not bad.
Okay,
And it lasts you a good while.
I thought it was more.
No, $2.99.
Okay, and consequently, you know, all the good stuff, yeah,
Basil.
Costs a little bit more.
it will definitely help. Hey, E, come and get this big one. Looks like a, me too.
This is
This,
down here too.
this one looks like,
Elder,
Yes.
okay, okay.
it looks like,
It's a lot more prepping when you deal with fresh.
Oh, this smells so good. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but me, Dr. Woodard, we like a little sweetening.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like.
We like a little sweetening in our tuna.
Yeah, when
And
I did,
agave will do the trick.
when I didn't eat bad mayonnaise, I always ate Miracle with it. It's got better.
What did you just put in?
I need to go to know for real, for real.
That's a little bit, okay. Yeah. Don't need some more.
Okay, this is gonna be good. This
wait a
is,
second.
y'all might as well
You
relax.
need a second one just to make sure that
What you say? Elder?
No,
Oh,
Pastor Brooks?
yeah, to take his plate up there.
who needs to make sure over here?
all of us.
I'm like in church. Y'all, we got to go home.
Come here.
We got to go to the, we got a whole lot of food here we trying to.
I see you bring
Okay, I need those.
Brooke, I'm doing it for y'all.
You a man. Get over it.
Hey,
Yes.
I got sea salt, is it the mosquito, like the pulse, a hot soldier, or is it?
Okay, sodium and salt. You know one of those.
Woodard?
Sodium is kind of a process.
Oh, we on tape, you left the one.
Salt, sea salt comes from natural places, okay? But, and here's my thing, I know people say that, you know, I can't have a lot of salt because of my high blood pressure. I'm here to tell you, you have high blood pressure because of the meat, period.
Well, we talked about the lectins last
Yeah.
time, and the lectins is what drives the insulin resistance, which will also drive the blood pressure up and stuff like that. So we have to lower that lectin, which is that protein that just wants to get a free ride from those carbohydrates.
And so, notice when the doctor takes you to back up off your salt, but you're still on that medication.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, it's the meat that's causing the.
What you got?
Jesus.
Hey, so I need to go rinse this out.
Okay, you want me to do that? Okay, so what I did is, I got water to wipe it. One of these will do it.
You got to walk
Oh,
around.
you got too much boo-boo.
No, you're good. I just ate the leftover.
You got a mushroom. Y'all, you got a mushroom. He snuck it in.
That's it.
Okay, next is, lettuce boats. I need to taste this, though.
What kind of lettuce you use?
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yes. Yeah.
Let me make sure we good. Oh,
Yeah, because we can only, us A's can only eat one.
Hey, there's one more if somebody wants it.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry.
That's why you sit on the front seat. That's why you do that. Let's try it.
Oh, that was real crispy. I like that.
See, good things come to those who wait.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is. You need some courage. Hallelujah.
What kind of batter is it?
Huh?
What kind of batter is it?
That's almond flour. That is almond flour. We don't do no more wheat flour. So that's almond flour. And I get 2 free-range brown eggs with almond milk.
Okay.
A little bit of salt, that's my wet batter, and you put it in the almond flour, seasoned almond flour, then you just fry it. It's not a crunchy crispy, but it's a light crispy. It's crispy enough. What I said. It's crispy enough.
What was that you just put in there?
Huh?
What was that?
Agave. Blue agave. Okay, I think we good now.
I like, cause the sweet, with agave, the sweetness lingers, it don't just be real sweet, it just lingers.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make some lettuce boats. Y'all come on up here and get, and take it. You heard me.
Well, the hazy got out the way.
Tell me what you got.
It's time to eat.
Taste that. Okay, but we know you're ready.
I was just,
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. He's back there recording. Yeah. Thank you so much, Pastor Green.
That's great, be hiding in the corner, man.
He recording. Thank you. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you better make that.
Pastor Green gonna have you on the food
You
that
Feel like I'm on an island somewhere, I can eat off the land. Gotta eat off the land.
These are tomatoes. And this is what we do in place of bread. We put it on lettuce and eat it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we do that.
I don't think so. I don't think so, girl. You gotta get one for mama. I'm trying to get bigger pieces of lettuce so you can hold on to them. No, I did not. I'm putting cranberries on the berry salad.
Okay.
So y'all got some more roughage coming. Get ready. Just a little tiny bit.
We gotta put it in here too.
You sure? Anybody else want more? Okay.
I'm gonna try.
You tried to jump off. You are so welcome. You just want a little. Oh, okay. What's your blood type? I don't know. Okay, then. You know, for those of you who don't know your blood type, you can go on Amazon, get the blood type test and find out. Well, I'm telling you now, the doctor's gonna give you all around about your blood type. I don't know why they don't know your blood type, they take your blood. But well, you're gonna have to go donate blood to find out your type. I'm like, that don't make sense. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll get some in there. Now, everybody get some?
Yeah.
See that, we knocked that tuna out. Tuna gone. Release the big tuna.
That was good.
Okay, so that's the tuna boat. Bread onion, walnuts, fennel.
Keep it.
The only thing I did put in here, and I'm sorry, y'all, usually I put celery. Look at fennel.
You put cranberries in there?
Hmm?
Put cranberries in there?
Sometimes I do cranberry.
Ah,
Tonight, I'm putting the cranberries on the berry field salad.
oh,
Do you ever put grapes in there?
Huh?
Grapes,
No grapes.
no grapes, so you can't eat grapes.
I gotta check grapes out, and see if I'm neutral on that.
And we can eat grape, we can eat black. Yeah,
We can do, you can?
yeah, hey,
Okay, what about, oh, you?
I know
I had
that.
to look in my,
This is the night you didn't bring the
I didn't
book.
bring my book tonight.
You know what I didn't bring? Mine.
You didn't bring your book either.
Taste it? It's down. They cooked it. They cooked it.
Okay, yeah, look at it, the boats, the tuna boats.
I feel like you missed out, Pastor.
Oh, no, I don't.
He gonna make it.
I don't ever miss out.
This is true. Okay, you ready to do your rice, bro?
We're gonna eat some rice.
Are you gonna do the egg? Okay. You may gonna whip it up.
Yep. So is this gonna be a fried rice?
Yep,
All right.
now,
It's just veggies
and
and
actually,
protein.
yeah, this works for me.
The protein is gonna be brown eggs.
I tell you what's not
You want
working
one
for
or
me
two?
is the meetings. Yeah, Josh, tell me a two.
Okay.
So can we eat any type of like, no, we can't eat prawns. So I was just thinking of chicken flavor, you know, like chicken powder flavor, we can't do that either.
There is a
As
wonderful,
an,
there's wonderful not chicken flavors out there that you can use. That give the chicken flavor, but that ain't no chicken.
okay.
Kroger has this not chicken bouillon cubes. You just warm up your water in the oven and dissolve it in there and use it like chicken broth.
Okay.
Or like when I'm making a soup, I just throw a couple of them in my soup. But it's called not chicken bouillon cubes. At Kroger, I haven't seen it nowhere else except for Kroger.
Oh,
I don't know why. Okay, I need a fork to mix that up for you. Did you put some oil in there?
Not yet.
Okay. We need to turn this on.
so Sister Woodard, we can't eat heart of palms no more, can we?
What's that?
The heart of palms you used to make?
Who said that?
I'm not even saying.
No, if you look.
I just had some.
A's can have heart.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it?
Heart of
Hearts
palm.
of palm. What is it?
Artichoke?
Okay, so no, it's not. So
That's not artichoke?
it's the heart of the palm tree.
Oh, I thought it was artichoke.
Yes. And they are delicious. I gotta find another one to fry them. I used to make parrot-baked palms, so I would take hearts of palms and fry them, dress them up like parrot-baked shrimp. And they were amazing. What do with you? Is it hot yet?
Yeah.
You gonna do the eggs first? You need to know that.
Yeah, I was looking up more.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't slap you.
It wasn't the heart of palm, it was the jackfruit. I was looking up how to get some fresh jackfruit, but they say it's best to get it canned than the jackfruit.
Well, if you're gonna cook with it, do it canned. Yeah. Trying to cook with fresh jackfruit?
Good luck.
And they're expensive.
Yeah, and they come in this size.
Yeah.
It's like $32 if you want. I'm like, where's the can? Where is the can? Okay. All right, I need to put the lid back on this.
Yeah.
What do we need the tuna, that you just drain the water?
Yeah, straight in the water.
The water tuna or the water to oil?
Yeah, you want the
The
oil.
one with the spring water. I don't use them.
What brand of tuna was that?
Ollie's.
I can't girl. That literally is all
Special
special.
today, 75 cents a can.
Okay, to me, tuna in the can has changed. To me, it doesn't even look like the way tuna used to.
Used to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does. But unless you go like albacore white, That's the closest you get to what it used to look like. But the reason I well, albacore white is your top of the line tuna, whole albacore white. But you really gotta add some dressing to it because it's dry.
Dry.
So I go for the chunk light tuna because it's not dry.
From all.
Yes, honey. They run in a special. All the fines, 75 cents a can. I was like, ooh, bless the Lord on my soul. And all that is with it. 6 cans. I snatched it up. And what's so funny is I went to the store, got to my car, and I was like, Beverly, you didn't get no tuna. So I said, oh, I'll go to the next store. And I said, no, let me go back in here. And I was like, Beverly, I'm so glad you came back. I would have been mad at myself. Look at these strawberries, y'all. Honey, they sweet, but they on steroids.
Alden.
No, this is not Aldi now. This is mine.
Oh, they be having good.
The blackberries and the strawberries, that's mine. The blackberries were 99 cents a pint.
Okay, biologically, do you know that you and I are what we call diploids? That genetically, we've got 2 sets of chromosomes. 23 from mom, 23 from dad, 46 total. We're diploids. Those strawberries are septoids. They are 7. They got 7 strands of genetic material to them. That's how they get so big.
Oh.
I think they got
Genetically modified.
GMO.
Now, what is all that you got in carrots? What was all there?
Okay, so this is red onion, organic matchstick carrots, rainbow
They
organic
got
matchstick
it
carrots,
hot fast.
parsley, and that's it right there.
Yes, okay, now, throw that in there.
I ain't gonna throw it.
That's the water from the vegetable.
Other side. Turn the board. This one. So we won't get slammed.
So are green beans good?
Oh, yes. I wish I could have made that for y'all. I buy the French green beans, the long ones, cut the ends off, and you put them in hot water, salt water, you blanch them real good. Get them, al dente, not too tender, not too crunchy. And then you strain them, and you just squeeze all this lemon juice on them. You add sea salt and fresh garlic or garlic powder. Toss that. That's where you should eat green beans. Delicious. Delicious. I was like, this ain't, but I got it out of it was one of the recipes in Eat Right in Your Blood Type. I did that, I was like, oh. So I started doing it with the kale and all the other stuff. And pecorino cheese. Pecorino cheese is the only cheese that's made from sheep milk.
Did you bring that?
I forgot the pecorino.
I told you she'd put that.
It's the only cheese we can have. Pecorino cheese made from sheep's milk. Okay, so now I'm gonna do another thing. Okay, y'all got to see this. Yeah, the lamb. Let me tell you what this one did. Easter Sunday, I was cooking my lamb, and I made him his sandwich. And he said, "You gonna cook Jesus today?" He said, "You doing lamb today?" I was like, "This is not the lamb that takes away the sins of the world." And yes, I've been eating it. He looked at me like, "You gonna make lamb today?" It's like, calm down. So it's still got the rosemary in between it. It's cooled off, but I'm gonna cut this lamb off. I'm gonna get some lamb.
Hold that up if you can, Sister Beth.
Hold it up.
Hold it up.
The lamb.
If you can.
I don't want the juices to fall out. But it's roasted to perfection. So what I do is I sear it in the pan, and then I cover it. I put.
There you go.
I poke holes in it and push garlic cloves down in it. And then I put in between it fresh rosemary. And I leave it open on parchment, let it bake for a while, and then I close it up. and then bake it for some
I was
more.
thinking of that.
But honey, so this is called what do they call it? A butterfly leg of lamb. This is butterfly. They took the bone out and spread it out. So it looks like a mini roast, but it's a leg that was butterfly. Aldi.
I was gonna ask, where do you get that
Aldi.
from?
Aldi. And it says never, it's never any lamb, so it has no hormones in it. So this piece costs $20.
Do they have goats too?
Huh?
Do they have goats?
No, Aldi ain't got no goat. Ain't nobody got goat.
I couldn't find
They
it.
got goat milk.
Go to the international.
Huh? Oh, no, this fresh, honey, it was not fresh. They got ground lamb, leg of lamb, they got lamb racks. They got all, now this is the Aldi over corner. Look at qualified. Look at Aldi in Carl now. This is Carl Aldi.
Hero or
Yes.
gyro?
Yes, hunty, yes.
Pastor, you know how to pronounce it.
Huh?
What's it pronounced?
Yes.
Hero or gyro?
They have that, and they have the little,
Hero.
steak.
Hero.
Yeah, they got it.
You know, and actually, when you're in the Middle East,
They got it.
it's Euro.
Hero.
But you know that's a process.
Yeah, go ahead, turn it back on. When I lived,
I seen them shave it off.
for 3 years,
Because of the process.
I think what you guys don't, I rarely talk about it, but I lived for 3 years in the Middle East.
You didn't know he wasn't.
Consequently, yeah, over there, you wouldn't hear no G at all. Euro.
So they call Jesus, Yahweh. Yahshua.
All right, I need to get that.
Okay, you should do the egg after you did the veggies.
I know I should have, but you know, that oil, I didn't want that to go someplace.
We got plenty of oil.
Okay.
Okay, who's strong? We cooking, who can open this? No soy sauce.
That's a song.
No soy.
That's good for us community.
You know what, okay, so y'all, on the lettuce boats, you were supposed to have a tahini sauce. So you know what tahini is? It's emulsified sesame seeds. It is amazing making sausage. You add anything to it, absolutely delicious. I almost want to mix it up anyway. But I want to slice up this lamb. I want y'all to taste this lamb. And I think we're gonna, if you want, you can place the lamb on top of your salad. So we have mixed greens, organic mixed greens, Aldi. I'm just saying. So mixed greens, I love this mixed green because for him, it has, you've got baby spinach, baby Swiss chard, and baby green kale. All of those are wonderful for his eyes. So I love this blend. I get this most of the time. But I also like arugula. So I've got baby spinach and arugula. I'm gonna mix those two up. On here, we're gonna put some berries on top. Okay, he can have blackberries, I can't. But I'm gonna eat a couple of blackberries. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I need, and I think if we put the sliced lamb, I don't know, do you all like meat on your salads?
I'll pick it off with my fingers anyway.
Yeah, that's what I do. I end up eating the meat and I ain't so. If the meat good.
You from the motherland, that's what you eat with your
If
fingers.
the meat ain't good, I'm trying to cover it up myself. All right, so this is what I want to do. I want,
Feed us with, take the cornbread.
I remember when I first started running with it on salads, he said, how long are we gonna be eating this rabbit food? I was like, dude, when we got married, all he wanted was pork chops and steaks. And I said, bro, you ain't no chicken and fish. And he said, no. And when I went to his mom's house, that's all she ever made was pork chop and steaks.
Corner.
But here's the thing, her father owned a farm, and he would slaughter a cow and a pig and feed all his children for the year. So he was taking care of his family, and that's what they ate. But, you know, they know better to do that.
Yep.
Even when it comes to chicken.
Everybody in the family got half a cow, and for their deep freeze, literally, man, I had
Is that
steaks
so?
every time I wanted, yes. Every time I wanted a steak, I could just walk out to the garage and get a porterhouse and T-bone or something.
I had to shut him down. It's like, dude.
Yeah, beef is hard to digest.
But watch this. Craziness was I tell my mom now, you were trying to kill me.
She was trying to feed y'all. I'm telling you, when you got boys in the house, they don't remember to eat. That's all they do. And you see how big he is? He was eating. She was trying to keep it fed. Okay. I'm pulling the rosemary out. Because I don't think we want all that.
Pastor Beverly, did you cook the rice? How did you cook the rice before you put it in the?
She actually cooked
I
the
cooked it at
rice.
home.
Okay. So how did you cook it?
I follow the directions on the bag.
Okay.
And you have to rinse it really well, and then you bring the water to a boil, you put it in there, you let it simmer for 40 minutes, and then you put a lid on it for 10 more. Like I said at the beginning, when it takes a long time to cook something, chances are it's not processed. But if you can whip it up real quick, it's processed. I'm just saying. And I'm like my daddy. Daddy used to say, he said, these mamas today are different. He said, they don't want to be in the kitchen. He said, they got a look on their face like they mad they ain't ready help. He said, my mama used to sing and pray and talk to the Lord while she cooked our food. He said, I'm scared to eat some of this food. He said, because they ain't singing or praying. I'm like, Daddy, stop. But, I mean, it takes time. If you're going to eat right, prepping is key. Because if it ain't ready, guess what? And you hungry, guess what? But, like for us, I have to prep. Because when he get hungry, he ain't got no go to. It's not in the house. So I have to make sure that I'm cooking. I did this. Y'all excuse me just a minute, okay? Okay. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Yes, ma'am. And it doesn't really taste gamey to me.
Now, how many cloves of garlic did you put in there?
Honey, I don't even remember. I just poking whole stuff in it.
You can't taste no game anyway.
Why?
You said because you grew up off of eating game.
Well, no, I didn't eat it. My mother did. I remember we got the kids a bunny. We got him a bunny from the fair of Silver Martin. He was a big bunny. And Mama came over and she was sitting at the table looking at the bunny.
His name was Max.
And she said, if Daddy was catching bunnies that big, he wouldn't have to kill so many. And the kids looked at her like, so his grandma eat this rabbit. I said, Mama, they don't know nothing about it. She said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, Mama, she said, he a big rabbit. She said, they didn't have them size rabbits out where I live. And I was a little girl. I said, Mama, please stop talking. Your grandchildren are trying to figure you out now. She looked at the rabbit. She said, Daddy wouldn't have to kill so many rabbits if they were that big.
So let's try this. Whoever wants
Did you
some
put
rice.
the no soy sauce in there?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, no, you got to do that.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, hang on a minute.
That, and did you put this?
Silly me.
You put that in?
I was just, I was in my own little world.
No, that's
Yeah.
Third,
The safety feature with this cooktop is that as soon as you lift that pan, it goes off. And you have to turn it back on. So it's a safety feature. The problem is we forget to turn it back on.
Won't set your house on fire.
Yeah. Cause you gotta use soy sauce.
Yeah, you gotta do soy sauce. And you need to put turmeric on
Color
it.
and taste.
I got it.
Turmeric, that, and the soy sauce.
Right. I didn't add nothing. I wanted
Oh,
to try.
Lord.
Ain't that right?
You been messed up. They gonna be like, oh, this needs some.
Benjamin's got the smell it to him. He said, "I
This
can't eat
needs
that."
some.
Onions and them carrots and everything that mixed in. So it's ready.
I don't have the right knife.
So what was that other stuff that you just put in there?
It's called rosemary, garlic, sea salt.
Oh, okay.
I absolutely love that stuff. I put it on everything.
It's like the hot sauce version.
What do you put in there now?
Somebody's, I forget what comedian said, that it was the Last Supper because somebody forgot the hot sauce. I said, oh my goodness, really?
And we can't eat hot sauce. No hot
No,
sauce.
the hot sauce loaded with vinegar. It's like number 2 on the ingredients.
You know, well, you can't eat no pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an A, so we can't. Give him one no peppers, and I love peppers.
You do?
No, you can't. No.
Is everybody okay with strawberries and blackberries? Strawberries, yes, blueberries. No, I don't have any blueberries.
You came on.
Oh, blackberries. Blackberries okay? No, no blackberries for you. Okay. In fact, I'll just, whoever wants blackberries, just let me know. But everybody's good with strawberries, right? Yes? Okay, and I'm gonna put some dried cranberries on here.
All right, whoever wants to write.
Girl, I'm cooking by the spirit.
Look, I'm gonna follow you.
No, I tasted.
Did you taste it? Okay, this one.
I'm gonna let you go, Elder.
Does everybody know what pepitas are, pumpkin seeds?
Yes.
Everybody good with pumpkin seeds?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go, get
Started already.
Just for that, let me go next.
No.
That men's section over there, y'all is cutting up. Everybody want red onion on the salad? Red onion on the salad?
You gotta put it in the
I
house.
ain't had no salad on no red onion.
When we first got married, I agree with you. Whatever you put on it. Just put it on there. I had
Y'all need to. Y'all need to whip it. That section over there, that section.
Pastor ain't enough.
It's got a smell,
Listen,
it smells like you got some alcohol in it.
you can't talk about me. No more.
Don't be right.
Guaranteed, brother, eat more.
Like some barley or something. I didn't have soy sauce.
That's why Elder Haywood back.
Yes, yes, I wanted to put the salad on first. Here, no.
Hey, now you guys need to come and get that lamb.
Oh, we gonna make a salad, right? Okay.
I just left the baby. It's all the
We'll get the salad. Do salad.
No, because I do it first. Talk about the whole thing. Yeah, no, I don't like wet. myself. So first to last, I'm gonna make sure that stuff is nice and solid, and really has a good texture to
Lamb
it.
chop, like that, little bit of chop.
That's what my mama cooked.
Lamb chops?
So you grow up eating what the mama cooked.
Ain't that it? That's why when people say that their diseases are genetic, it's not really genetic. It's how you were raised. What you ate is what you ate.
Genetically tailored.
Hey, when we used to feed the dog off the table scraps though, wasn't no dog food, we used to feed. Whatever you eat, that's what they got.
That's funny? Okay. What about you, brother?
Tennessee, so we all, we ate gold food, every Christmas, but that I always get a coon. Really?
Yep.
With the barbecue, with the, yep, and that's what we're saying. Everything goes in the barbecue grill. You can head on everything else.
Look, there's some more here.
I know mama likes that. Yeah. One day I'm gonna come to your house to come and let you cook me some lamb.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I gotta put the
So,
dressing on
with
the
the
salad.
rice,
I'm finna do
we
that
had
right now.
egg, that egg had a little bit of almond milk, in it. And then, once we got it in here, I threw in some soy, some rosemary, garlic,
She seared it.
Everybody get,
and then a little bit of.
there's plenty on there. Okay, so this, so watch
Those
what
are
I'm
pretty
doing
much standard stuff that I
with
do.
this salad, okay? I think if you could turn that for me, Pastor.
We didn't, yeah, I got fired from the camera job. You started eating.
No.
Got fired.
I got fired, because I was over here turning the camera, I was doing the cameraman, the green
mix
back
up
there.
their dresses and stuff like that. This is what Beverly do. I just drizzle. So I got a little agave nectar here. I'm gonna go over here and get me some grapeseed oil.
So what was that?
Grapeseed oil.
And you
And
know,
I'm
I'm
just
not
gonna
on
drizzle that on there like that.
show, so I'm glad it came out all right.
And then I'm going to take a lemon. I'm gonna take this lemon. Daddy, where's the lemon?
What you don't really get this.
Well, she did the banquet tomorrow night.
What the? You better stop.
I'm cooking more because
Ma'am?
I'm hanging out with the kids.
Well, moderator, that's what
Okay,
did
then
the
I'm
banquet
gonna
last
just
night, you
deliver
could've brought the
this.
wine, we'd have been good to go. That
I always
communion
try to
service.
figure out how to use that thing.
That's what they did the banquet, didn't he, Judge? You just use mail and
And then I like to do a little lemon zest too. I like to do a little lemon zest because the strength in the lemon is in that zest.
It was still working. On a Tuesday night? Wednesday, Thursday?
Okay, and now all I'm gonna do is this here.
Yeah, very much. And it's like Cindy did that.
Marinate the leaves.
Brown. Lord, like Cindy did that. Too much white refined rice would drive your insulin resistance.
Now, I wanna throw blackberries in here, but I wanna give my girl some before I do the
Yeah, you
blackberries.
should eat white.
But she don't want the blackberries.
You never had blackberry pie?
Oh, yeah, I got blackberries. So, I've got this glove on, so I'm gonna just, if you don't mind,
No, that was-
taste that. Taste that. You ain't gonna laugh at me. Okay, so I know you want my pie.
No, I'm not gonna, I don't have,
Love brown rice.
You failed.
And that basmati, very low and
I don't need them.
This is basmati.
Mm-hmm. Basmati.
Basmati, that's how you, that's what it is.
And once you get
Lemon salad with the lamb.
it really will do you better.
I'm sorry. Because I think I was
You know that?
what you say, girl, don't kill me.
Some salad.
I'm coming right over there, sir.
You right back here, Jane? You got a whole smoking board back there, don't you? Off camera.
Okay.
Oh,
You ain't getting no lamb.
you got that tasting good. I mean, you got that sear that just came off the grill.
You know, the reason you sear it first is you seal in the juices, that's what you're doing. You're sealing it in, and then so when it's cooking, you're not losing.
Yeah.
All the flavor.
Did you put that on?
No, not on this, just in the tuna boats.
Just in the tuna boats.
Just in the tuna boats.
Yes, yes it is.
So what, I watched all this?
Listen, she needs to, the thing of it is, you know,
Praises.
there's somebody that's going around and
Oh, no, where's pepitas, these are pumpkin seeds, loaded with protein. So if you're trying to run with me, there was something else I need to put on. Oh, I know, lemon, that's right.
anybody know Anthony's pea protein? Has just one thing in it, pea protein. Great base, great base. Gives
Is
you
that an idea?
9, well, depends on how you use
Didn't
it,
crash
9 to 12 grams of protein as a base. And sometimes you worry about the protein, the vegan diet, Anthony's pea protein.
Anthony's pea protein.
Yep, PEA.
Where is that at? Is that on-
Amazon.
Amazon.
You're talking to an Amazon kid. We can deliver it tomorrow between 2 and 4. Okay.
Girl,
So what is this with the red stem?
that is, that's,
Swiss chard.
yes, thank you, Dan, Swiss chard.
Now I'm gonna tell you what, Swiss chard is better
Just a little.
in ways than spinach.
Oh, really?
Depends on what you're looking for, okay? What vitamin, what mineral that you want. Swiss chard is loaded.
You're gonna love it, and she can be
Lemon
creative.
juice make it
I
pop.
like created like this lettuce, most of the
Make
stuff I
it
just
pop.
created, made up my own recipes. I wish I could have done the lamb loaf, like meatloaf. I made a lamb loaf, and you know how you stretch a pound of ground lamb? Add 1 cup of cooked quinoa to it.
I'm gonna tell you what.
And it stretches it, and it keeps it moist and not dry.
Oh, good.
I made those little mini lamb loaves. I had this little, silicone mini loaf pans that Dr. got me, and, I mixed, I seasoned the lamb. I put 1 egg in there. I added quinoa, and I seasoned it with rosemary and all of that. And I put them in those little silicone mini loaf pans. I put some sauteed onion and a piece of rosemary on top, baked them.
You put the quinoa in the meatloaf?
I put that quinoa.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, it set it off.
Because, you know, a
It
pound
set
of
it
ground
off.
lamb is about $8. And that's a roast beef. And I said, Lord, how can I get this straight?
Oh, I love quinoa.
And I just said, let me put some quinoa in here. So that's what I did.
You mix that in that lamb, spreads it out, gives it an airy kind of taste and feel to it.
I make a quinoa stew with oxtail.
Oh,
And I, the bouillon you're talking about, I drop a couple of them in
Oh,
there
yeah.
too. Or, some Lipton onion dry. mix
yes.
In there.
You say that
My mother cooked with Lipton onion soup.
My-
That stayed in her cabinet. Lipton onion soup,
Yes.
she put that in everything.
So do you make cornbread or hot water cornbread with your oxtail?
It's like, if you had a package of Lipton onion soup, you didn't have to,
Sometimes
you
I
didn't
make
have
some
to.
bouillon.
So you can sop up your juice?
Wait, what you say? It didn't taste like that.
We're not gonna eat oxtails either.
You gotta be generous.
Oxtails,
I know, man.
something else.
That salad was good.
Was it?
That lemon juice, the lemon juice is just, all on your lips.
I don't think I can have pine nuts.
No. But you,
It's
no,
neutral.
you can have, it's neutral, you can have pineapple, you can't have chicken.
Can't have cashews.
No chicken,
You can't have no cashews.
no cashew,
No cashews.
me neither.
I'm here, I got
Good job, okay.
So what's your can? Was that neutral?
Y'all better come get some more food.
This was all good.
Here.
So satisfying.
Y'all gotta eat this land.
So what do you drink other than water?
Wine?
He said, "Say you drink water."
Praise the Lord.
The man just said he drink water.
Oh, take it off camera. It's Dr. Woodard, Dr. Melvin J. Woodard III.
You'll give me 4 ounces tonight. Yes, I am. Yes, you was a lamb girl.
Okay.
Huh? At least taste my lamb.
It's good.
Okay.
You was up here already.
Oh, go ahead. All right, who wants your lamb? Well, I don't want to.
Now, did they try the fennel?
The fennel is in the tuna.
In the tuna.
Okay, all right.
Could he taste it? I mean,
I want that recipe for the
Now, watch this. There are some countries, all right, thank you, like Morocco, mainstay. And they don't really need to put a whole lot of other stuff because that stuff's so loaded.
bless the Lord.
tuna. You couldn't taste it. If it was in, you couldn't taste the
We got to start keeping for me.
Now listen, if I know it's gonna be on this, I would not listen.
Take that lamb back out now.
What do you want? You want some salad?
You have that something, yeah.
I got you, Elder.
Hey, now, how many of you
Oh, you didn't get
are gonna go home and do this?
Do what?
I'm gonna show you.
Man, scared.
All right, wait a minute, I know where to cut.
Oh, I know, I'm wasting strawberry. I'm wasting a lot of strawberry. Now, when I do my smoothies, I just throw the whole thing. Because there is nutrients in the stem. Uh-huh.
That's sour.
I'm not sure for us to try that. You like vegetables? I know you out the box. And you'll juice you some fennel, pineapple, celery, carrots, and throw some grapes in there, sweeten it up. Now these are peanuts, pumpkin seeds, loaded with protein. And here's your agave. You want some more? Okay. Honey.
All right,
What you say? Give me the ball. And let me
Now,
go on by my business.
here's something I want all of you to do tonight, because there's real good reason for this. So after you eat, particularly if it's a little later, whatnot, you need to do this. So get your water,
Oh, it's still something in there.
take the squeezer,
I know, I see Lisa done it in water.
We still got lemons.
So I guess I'm gonna give. And I had a jug of it.
you could do it to taste. I like a lot more lemon.
When I go into the house, my grandbabies, they drink a lot of lemon water.
All right, so here's the issue.
I said, Lambert, did you drink? She said,
How do you clean your liver if you never give the liver what it needs? Lemon water on a daily will clean the liver. Warm it up. You need to have, yes, warm it up. So warm up the water, throw the lemon in it, do it in the morning. Fellas, do it at night. You won't have any prostate problems. Lemon water. So you warm it up, you do this, you're not running back and forth to the bathroom all night. because the prostate is not giving you a fit. And then, boom.
But women need to do.
I warm it up. I put it in there 30 seconds to 45 seconds, so that's a little warm. You really do need warm. Fellas need warm lemon water. Because what it does, it dilates those vessels to the prostate. But this is for the liver, really. We're detoxing the liver. You do it enough times, you'll find out you get really regular. You don't have to, got a lot of other issues that you don't have to worry about.
Lamb, you guys. Danny, you want to take a little piece?
That was really good.
This is something I don't often do.
No, we don't.
I don't typically cheat, only because I know what it does.
That's right, you would take four.
Come on over. I'm gonna tell you what. If you haven't tasted Roscato, R-O-S-C-O-T.
Italian Riscotto, right?
Yeah, but Roscato, okay.
The one,
Yeah.
Good. Good, it works extremely well for this.
that's almost.
I have tested it. It works extremely well for this.
That's a raspberry.
That's a girl, I don't know what it is, but women, they could do something to us.
Yeah, so good. And you use the, what, medicine, you use that,
Okay, now I don't
use
know.
the baby, with the baby kale and
Baby kale, baby charge.
Change it. Just a minute, baby.
And if you want a healthier green, instead of going mustard turnip, take Swiss chard. Fill up that pot with Swiss chard. It'll do you much more benefit. It's got a lot more value.
The people was like, yes, so sweet.
And you cook it just like you make
You cook just like you would a pot of greens, but use Swiss chard. And watch, you go, I don't know how it's gonna taste. When you taste that, you're gonna push the turnips and the mustards aside. Because the beneficial value of that green is when you get done eating it, it's gonna give you a different feel.
These apples, these Fuji apples, $2.99, no, $3.49 a bag. Olives. Lemons, $3.49 a bag. Olives. Yep. Hallelujah.
Now we need to walk, now we need to walk around the corner. Let's walk around the
I'm gonna
corner.
tell you, you need to walk. Don't sit on it. God will give you.
Texture that was just off. It made my mouth.
Now, just in case you think I'm kidding about that lemon water, I didn't believe it till all of a sudden it was creating autophagy in my eye. When I realized that the autophagy is causing the retinal cells to cleanse themselves, it gets rid of floaters, gets rid of a bunch of things. So you drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, warm lemon water. Floaters go, day's good. Drink it before bed, don't run back and forth to the bathroom.
I do the shadows.
Yes. So,
Anybody want more
you'll
salad?
keep it away.
No, man.
You actually keep it away. The thing of it is that it's.
We gotta take the dog.
Some of those cells and whatnot that are trying to be grown because of the light.
This is your bring.
You feel it, She said she got a whole railroad, she finna go kill it. So what I do, I rinse the limb off, and I had it dry. Then I drizzle it with, well, I had some infused basil olive oil that I did this time. So I put the oil on, so when I put the spices, they adhere. So I added the rosemary, garlic seasoning, a little bit of salt. That's pretty much it, because we can't have black pepper. No black pepper. You notice I use no black pepper.
Now, do you grow anything?
I use no
We
pepper.
still have flavor, still have.
I can have red pepper, you can't have no pepper.
She used to have a,
So when I make
she
my
does
fish, I
have
make
a herb garden.
Do you grow anything?
I did last year, but this year I have not. I got a little garden box Ren would have bought me on my veranda.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll grow stuff like parsley, basil, herbs.
Oh, herb.
You know, some tomatoes and some peppers, but I'm not growing tomatoes and peppers no more.
Yeah,
'Cause
we can't eat tomatoes and peppers. Hey,
So it'll probably be herbs this year.
Gotcha.
My grandbaby, Jackson, he's growing watermelons.
oh,
So they had a project at school where they said, reuse it. So we reused an egg carton and we made seedlings. And so he's got these little watermelon plants that we gotta transfer to his garden box that his daddy bought him, huge garden box. So I told him, he said, Grandma, what else? I said, honey, you ain't got room for nothing else. You gonna put the watermelons in there. The watermelons gonna choke them out. Okay? There's no room.
I'm telling you, go get some straw to put underneath the melons, because the worms will eat them from the ground up.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
wow.
We tried watermelon.
And the worms get in here.
Yeah, the worms will come up from the bottom. So you put straw down. And you notice when you go to the pumpkin patches, thank you, you see the straw.
Yes.
Yeah, because the worms.
That's why they do it. Okay.
And, when the blossoms on the watermelons, gotta keep the rabbits away.
And they got a whole family in their backyard coming up under the fence.
Yeah.
They get up early in the morning, sit at the back door and watch the rabbits. Say, Grandma, my day to
Get some of those little.
we need chicken wine.
What's that?
Little wind things.
Yeah.
Stick them in the ground.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't like it, don't like
Hey, by the way, I want to tell you that putting your hand in that hot oil with the glove on probably protects it a little bit.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Now, you know, I told you that,
I'm so happy with those blossoms.
Listen,
Yeah, the church.
yeah, they told me, it's too big, it's too big, you're gonna have to have it. So, Rich knows, you know, he's deacon for his Baptist, the bar. So, Bill, we brought him along.
No, I did not use
Bill,
the
he said, hey,
but you can.
he said, okay.
But you gotta make sure you use
Last time, lift trip.
Lift the trips.
He said, I have one of those.
Get all kind of breezing and carrying on.
He said, the last time I had one, was in White House there, he said, they stuck me in a tank.
Yeah.
He said, he said,
About an hour.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he said, so the nurse that come to get me was on he said, the nurse come to get me, said, she can't be out of the tank. She said,
Back and all.
I'll tell you how I'm going to do this. Doctor tells you, there's a 50% chance.
I used to too.
You'll get the tank.
But the other thing I do is I use liquid
So he
smoke.
said,
Yeah, the mesquite and the hickory. I sometimes
I got,
it's good. It takes, it gives it that flavor.
that's what I use for that sound.
he said, it cuts at least 30 minutes.
I use a mesquite band for my sound.
In fact, Lisa Hill, one day, when she came home, she said, the top ten. The oncologist says,
Okay, so I'll let you know,
Not only that, all the scratches. Yes, like
I started drinking.
taking all the vegetables,
That's like they, back then,
Right, right, because now you aren't gonna ever come back and see me again.
I keep my leftover and I make a vegetable salad.
Yeah, like she's got,
It was like, you know, leaders.
Put your greens, your beans, and everything. Get that book. But like I said, they got some pretty good recipes.
Three segments. The first segment has the prostate. Prostate was squeezed down. When PPH occurs, prostate growing and gets you tight. You get that under some back. Now this is the stuff that we would never, of course, you're out there, you're making money, so you don't tell them.
Yeah, you can't say no.
Right. So you tell it after you stop. There's a lot of.
No, I drinking water.
If you have palpitation, I don't know if anybody in here has palpitation. It would cause in your teeth. Take a little liquid magnesium, get it by the drop, get liquid. Put a drop in magnesium, one ml in your off your teeth. I think I'm just get rid of your palpitations. I ain't gonna tell you that. They won't tell you that.
You know what? Is that gonna be on there?
Magnesium, liquid magnesium. So, there's all kinds of stuff, but the industry doesn't want to tell you that they need to become.
I get it. I mean, it's transition. I get it.
So after I had palpitation, I immediately started putting magnesium in the coffee, palpitation gone. Well, no more, little magnesium, little
Yeah, I'm well.
A lot of little hats. No, leave turn it off. We'll see y'all, and I'm gonna tell some more hats.
See y'all tomorrow night.
That was Dr. Woodard giving you all the drinking tips. That was not, it was Woodard and Brooks.